When did you decide to learn an instrument and start a rock band?
I was 13, and I'd already started playing drums, and I was in this really bad 80s hair metal cover band. And I started learning guitar, and the guitarist eventually got pissed off enough that he quit that band because I was getting better than him. And from there on, I just was playing in bands from the time I was like 14 until we started BLITZKID in 1997.
I learned to play bass to play in BLITZKID. I had learned how to play guitar a little when I was in high school, and I never really developed it or pursued it. And I had met Trey TV, and the whole concept of BLITZKID came together, so I decided how to learn to play bass, and that's basically it. I kind of needed to.
I just always wanted to play drums. I got a drum kit when I was 12 and just played ever since. And then I joined BLITZKID.
When did you join?
March of 2006.
Yeah.
How do you like the old world?
I love it.
It's awesome.
It's beautiful. I love this country. I mean, these countries, I should say. This is our third time here, and every time I'm that much more happy to be back here. I love it. I joke around with the other guys in the bands. I took 3 years of German in school, and I thought that I knew German, and I got here and I don't know anything. So, it's like a test for me. Every time I come here, they're like, "What have you learned? What's this? What's that?" And I say what it is, and it's always wrong, and everybody has a big laugh. But I love it here. It's the best crowds we've ever played for, and that's not to disrespect our home country or our crowds there, but it's just a different mindset here. People move here. People like to jump around. People get here early. People hang out afterwards. It's not, not that it's like this in the United States, but, people are here to have a good time.
What are the lyrics about?
Most of our lyrics, I mean, we're guilty, and I don't say guilty as a bad thing, but we do write about, just zombies and, vampires and things of that nature that are fun, just to sing along to. But all of our lyrics hold metaphorical value. We try to take real life situations that have happened to us, and just as with any horror movie, they all have either social or personal or emotional parallels to the world. So we try to incorporate that into our music and into our lyrics.
That's one thing I think a lot of people don't realize. When we started this band, we didn't have any expectations. We didn't set out to be a horror band. It just kind of happened. It wasn't a calculated thing. It was just kind of all what we were into, and we just kind of all gravitated towards that. And it just happened naturally.
Return to the living.
How and when have you met with the guys from Misfits?
Oh wow, that goes back pretty far. Our first, I guess, encounter with anyone from the Misfits, personally, was through BLITZKID. We had met Dr. Chud first. We met him at a festival called Ghouls Night Out, and that was in Maryland back in 2003. And our other rhythm guitar player, Jason, who's not here tonight, he was on tour with the Misfits during the Famous Monsters tour after that CD came out. And he said to me, when you see Chud, tell him Jason said hello. So that was my doorway into speaking with Dr. Chud. And from there, he and I, spoke and became really good friends, and still are to this day.
Why don't you just keep calm? And I looked up, and I said, Goody, and he grabbed me. He grabbed me, and he ripped and he hit at me. He held me, ripped at my clothes. I think you should just calm down. Oh, Johnny, help me.
It's in BLITZKID, and you're watching MULATSCHAG, the only TV show you will ever need.